to make it easier. I'm Roz Griffiths, described as a social entrepreneur, community activist and community organiser, but I'm going to go with the latter. One thing you may not know about me, I used to be in the armed forces as a non-commissioned officer based at Aldershot, and I think that was between 1990 and 1991. What do I hope to gain from this session? As it's a training session around power analysis, it's about power, power brokers that we want to invite to our event on the 27th, what they can bring to the event and what we want to take away from the event. So that's what I hope to achieve.
Thomas Estuin. I've been involved in a community organisation called Angel Town for 21 years. Basically what we were doing is helping residents. We're an estate-based organisation and charitable organisation, and we brought about a multi-million-pound regeneration programme to change the face of the once blighted Angel Town, which was quite notorious at that time, so I've been involved with that. Unfortunately, we had to eventually close down due to many reasons, but we believe that we achieved what we needed to achieve.
My name is Dave Maddox. I'm a youth and community worker. I've worked around most of the youth clubs around council areas. I've worked in Norwood, Brixton. I've done work in schools, mentoring stuff.
Hi, I'm Tom Chibo. I'm a community organiser with London Citizens, and I've worked with 20 different faith and education institutions and charities in Lambeth, basically as an alliance who work together for the common good. I'm interested in this meeting because I think there's lots and lots of opportunities in Lambeth for jobs and apprenticeships and things which will change the lives of young people. And I would like to see those young people actually have a say and actually be at the table when these opportunities are being handed out, rather than just finding out too late that it already happened or that somebody else has got the opportunity. So that's what I'm interested in.
My name is Andrew Pennant. I just work in my community, Tulsa, St Martin's, Trees Community Trust. That's what I do. I just work with Kyle, trying to get kids jobs, trying to do ASBO prevention as well. I work with Street Reach.
And the style of meeting is based on a Simone circle, which is a revolving conversation. You've got an inner circle, and then you've got an outer circle. The inner circle, it starts with 4 chairs, and you have a facilitator. And there are 3 questions that the audience focus on. And this is promoted prior to the event. And they're open questions. The first question, should young people vote? And we're going to have a lead person to share their viewpoints. We've invited Chuka, Amuna, and Lib Peck to lead on that question. Then we've got, is drug addiction a medical or a criminal issue? We've spoken to SLAM, the NHS, and they have a consortium they've got representatives from the criminal justice system. I've also spoken to people within our community that's been a smuggler, they've been a drug addict, they've been a prisoner, so they're going to come and share their stories as well, to empower young people as well. The last question is, how can we tackle youth unemployment? We've been speaking to business leaders, such as the CEO of the new Covent Garden market. She's agreed to attend this event. So we've got the stage that we're at now is that we want to do a power analysis session where we can look at our area, like between Tulsa and Norwood is where the school is situated, and we're tucked in those 2 communities to look at who are the power brokers that operate within those areas, and while we need to invite them to the event.
So Roz already given quite a good introduction, and she talks about power being the ability to act. Yeah, and basically what that's about is being able to change something, being able to have an effect on something, right? So power is a broad thing, and it can apply to anyone, anywhere, and it's not something that just one person has and they like necessarily give out. Everybody has some ability to act, right? But you can also think about power analysis in terms of an area, in terms of a given space, and people who operate and organizations who operate and how much power they've got. And so a good way to think about that is to think a bit about what power is made up of. And in community organizing, we're quite, we're quite focused on this, is what people basically obsess about. And there are two main forms of power. You have organized people and organized money. So if you see what I mean, so yes, there's Lambeth Council and it exists and stuff, but actually when it comes down to like who's the actual power, you can isolate it down to like a few people, really. You're really looking at 10 people. Yeah. And if you have a relationship with a councillor, you need to think about whether they're in that group, and if they're not, how do you get access to that set of people, basically. So these are examples of like, these guys also have power. They might not have anything to do with us. We might not see them ever. We might just see a building, but that is serious power because they've got organised people and organised money.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Now, if we've noted all these groups down, the challenge for us then, the challenge for you, and I'll leave at this point, I suppose, is to think about our relationships with these guys and how we can use them to support the outcomes of the big talk.
I think relationships are very important, and I've done that over the years. It's not something you can rush. It's something you have to build up if you want to get to the powers that be in order to act in your favour. Yeah, and they do things because they have a relationship with you, not necessarily because you've written them an email and they get loads of that every day.
The research part, I think Roz is absolutely right with regards to research. I'm just embarking on something with regards to research, and it's something that I've never really done formally before, but it really makes you know either the organisation or the area or the person, etc., etc. So I think that is key at the end of the day.
It's all about research. It's all about knowing, because you can easily think, oh, I think it's that way, but it's not about thinking. It's about knowing who has the power to change certain things. And I think today was really a learning aspect for me of who we've got in our area, the ITV, the South Bank, and all these different other agencies, Shell and all that stuff. So it was good. It was good.